All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Three Birds and a Punt. Name of this episode is entitled Underdogs No More. As you can see, I am joined by my good friend, the infamous Whip. Glad to have you back, bro. How you been? How you been?
I'm here and I'm blessed by the best. Glad to be back. How you been?
I've been doing all right. I can't say the same. Say the same. I'm here and blessed to be blessed. As always, I am Afia, and hopefully John will be joining us shortly. And we, the Three Birds, are happy to announce that we've continued and still are partnered with AmazeMedia Labs to be the official Eagles podcast of the Pigskin Network. You can find Three Birds and a Punt on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Megaphone, or wherever you get your podcasts. And we're also on Twitter and on Instagram. You see scrolling down on the bottom at Three Birds and a Punt. Please download, subscribe. We have really appreciated all the fan support and all the words of encouragement we get as we continue to build our brand. I'm super excited to have this episode tonight because it's been a really long time since Whip and I had a chance to talk football on the pod. And since the last time we talked, I've had some changes in my appreciation of certain members of the team, and I really want to give Whip the opportunity to say "I told you so" on live.
Yes,
So he can really
yes. So
rub it all
first
in
and
my
foremost, I
face.
apologize for my. Yeah, let me. So first and foremost, man, it's good to see you, sis. It's been a long, long time, very long time. All right. Um. Yes, you of all people are a Jalen Hurts
I've
fan.
become a Jalen fan.
Wow.
I don't know. I listen. He showed me what I wanted to see, and I'm not a person who's gonna continue to pound their head against cement. I'm
So
not gonna be wrong just to be wrong. I'll take my L.
okay, well that's a hell of a L because you knew I
Is
wasn't
it?
going. I'm not gonna let you get away with it. Nope. See, you just going to just try to sweep it under the rug, and we don't see the dirt no more. See, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand what I had went through with this woman for this man. You understand? Okay, like it was so bad that we had and I'm pretty sure she's still around. I forgot her name, but it's another Eagles fan who hates Jalen Hurts. So,
Yeah.
and I wonder how she feels today. I would love to pick her mind. Got her name.
I hope she's in the same place that I am, which is when presented with new information, I change my mind. Period. That's life.
What? So let's entertain the audience if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, explain to us what made you change your mind, like all of a sudden,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely. And
you were the biggest. You would not give this man his flowers, even if it was seeded in soil. You wouldn't give it to him.
listen. Let me put it to you like this, okay?
I'm listening.
I recognize
Mm-hmm.
talent when talent is recognizable, okay? And that is to say that let's keep it real. Let's be honest, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen was not a sure thing. That's number one, okay? The way Jalen played last year was not franchise level quarterbacking. And you can't tell me the way he played last year was franchise level quarterbacking. He didn't have the good receivers. He wasn't utilizing the middle of the field. And really we were implementing a run first offense rather than a pass heavy offense. These are all, am I wrong?
No, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. See, but here's the thing.
Okay,
But wait,
so
let me say this. I have to say it because you know me. I gotta bring the funny to this show. See, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about my sister. I love her so much. I do. I love her. Okay, but my sister is the type of person to where she don't want the big bros, for me and John, especially Mr. Positive. He positive about every damn thing. So there's no getting around her. When I tell y'all, man, this woman would not give this man his flowers. It is mind-boggling. that I have not been on this show in a long time, and our birds are in the Super Bowl now because of this one man. So it
just this
kinda,
one man. Okay, I'll argue with that, but I'll give you that. Just this one man.
Oh, here
we have
go.
the best. No. This is not a critique about Jalen. I'm just saying we have the best offensive lineman in the league. If it was just Jalen, we would have went to the Super Bowl last year. Okay, we needed the weapons that we needed. You think we're making it to the Super Bowl without AJ
Brown? No, not at all.
Exactly. So it's not just Jalen.
No,
not just
Jalen. But I can say we probably would have went further. I mean,
we might have probably won another playoff game. You're right. We would have probably won one playoff game, and that's fine. But we didn't win our last one.
Is it fair to say that the O-line got 80% of this?
Yeah, I want to say that. I say the O-line is 80%, and then the skill players are 20%, and Jalen's a big part of that 20%.
Yeah. So that's why I just said. That's exactly why I said what I said. Mm-hmm. Now, AJ Brown is a dog, but as you can see, last time they played, they didn't even really use him. Think about.
Well, to be fair, last time they played, they didn't really pass either.
That's what I said. But when they did,
that was my biggest concern with Jalen. My biggest concern with Jalen was I never had nothing bad to say about his running ability, about his intangibles, about his leadership quality. I never said nothing to that. I was concerned about the passing, his ability to be consistent as a passer in football. That's where he elevated his game this year. And you can't tell me that he's making the throws this year that he could have made last year. You can't tell me that.
Well, I think a lot of that got to do with the O-line too. Like,
in what way?
I don't think. I know the pass protection is better. Like you said, they run the ball heavy, so that's good. Sirianni figured out this offense. He know how to make it go now. You know, he know how to make it go. And like for example, even though they ran the ball as much as they did last game before they went to the Super Bowl, they didn't even utilize AJ the way that they usually do. You know, it was more of oh my God, Smith. It was more of him. You know, but it goes back.
To be fair, there was a few shots. I don't mean to cut you off, but there was a few shots that taken with AJ, and I think we missed on them because Jalen is still getting used to his shoulder injury. Because we had a touchdown to AJ Brown. We had a touchdown to AJ Brown.
I believe that John is here.
I hope so. I don't see him yet. Well, when I see him, he'll be in there. And I'm just saying.
I mean, I hear what you said, but so here's the thing. I love AJ Brown. I love when he came here. I love that he's an Eagle now. And I can honestly say that this is going to be a good game. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. It ain't going to be no walk in the park.
Absolutely. No. And we could touch on that a little later in the show, but I do want to say, just speaking on the Jalen thing, my biggest concern was his passing, and that he has shown me without a doubt that he is improved as a passer. And so that is what gives me confidence to say now I am a Jalen fan, because I've seen him make throws that he wasn't making last season.
So let me ask you this question. The $1 million question. You already know where I'm going with it, don't you?
Okay. Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's why you smiling. You ready for it? Wentz or Jalen?
Oh, Jalen, for sure.
Ain't that about a monkey's ass?
Jalen, for sure.
I would never ever.
I'm not one of those people who's gonna be blind and just obstinate to a position when it doesn't meet the reality of the situation. I'm a realist.
No, I'm just saying. No, that you are. You are. You are the first person I will text or call about if I need you to identify something. You know this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that this woman was a diehard Carson Wentz fan, you could not tell her shit about this man. You understand me?
I'm still a Carson fan. But I'm not. It would be foolish for me to not recognize that one is clearly at a different level in their career as better. And I hear a lot of people say that the concussion completely changed the narrative of Wentz's career. Perhaps. I don't know. I'll say this. Before the injuries accumulated, he was going to be our franchise QB because he was playing like a franchise QB. Am I wrong? Before the injuries.
Yeah, before that injury, before they went to the Super Bowl, yes. I agree. Okay. Yes, with that.
Okay. So I was working off of that. I was working off of he can go back to the player we wanted him to be, the player we traded for. Clearly, he didn't have the intangibles, the mental fortitude to
his mind.
And that's fair. To some, and at the end of the day, for me, it's like he took himself out of the equation in Philadelphia. He's the one who asked to be traded. So that's another thing. No, I'm always going to root for him as a person. He seems like a great individual, but as a player, he took himself away from competition. It is what it is.
Yeah, I just think he wasn't good enough. I didn't like the dude. I didn't like him.
That
ain't no secret. Everybody knew.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. And you're completely right to have that opinion of him and to not like him and not with him. And it's great that we actually we like our quarterback today and we think that he's a good quarterback. You know what I mean? It's not that he's a good athlete. He's also a person we like and we root for. And I've never not thought that Jalen was a good guy. I just didn't know if he could be a franchise level quarterback. I was wrong. He is definitely franchise material. He's about to get the bag. And Super Bowl MVP.
Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how good of a year that this man is about to have going into the next season. If the Eagles happen to win the Super Bowl, not only will they win the Super Bowl, he will be the Super Bowl MVP, and he will be the MVP of the league. Mm-hmm. Unless they do
the league thing that comes before the Super Bowl, doesn't it?
I think it comes after.
I think it comes.
No, I think it's after.
I think it's before.
You might be right. No, matter of fact, I think it's tonight.
It is because they're doing tonight.
They're doing a Hall of Fame inductions. You're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see.
Honestly, I can see Pat. I think because they already voted on it like a couple weeks back. They voted on it before the playoffs started.
Well, we're gonna see. I'm not gonna. It's not a sure thing that Mahomes got it because Jalen Hurts played 100 times better than him. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And if Mahomes win it, it is clearly political. Mm-hmm. I'm keeping it real. So
100%. We can talk about that as well because there are a lot of Eagles players that are getting snubbed out of their proper accolades. I think we can name several members on the team and the coaching staff that didn't get the praise that they so rightly deserve. And even you can see with how these freaking 49ers, every time I go on Twitter or I turn on my phone, here go another 49er player whining and complaining that if they had a third QB somehow that would change the matchup of the game.
That is called being very, very deep in their feelings. Them boys.
Right. Listen, when Wentz got knocked out of the Seahawks game and we had to go with old ass Josh McGowan, and he tore his freaking hamstring, and we had nobody else. I didn't hear us complain. I didn't hear us going to every media outlet talking about how the NFL needs to change its rules and allow another QB.
Because they really felt as though. See, let me go deeper into this. What was the hype before this Eagles 49ers game that the 49ers defense was the best, right? That. Mm-hmm. Well, clearly. Nobody on their defense was hurt, was it?
Right? Great point, Whip. Y'all keep talking about how this offense, but the last time I checked, how many points did we put up on them?
31.
31. Wasn't a dang defensive starter out that game.
Not one. So
Bosa was there. Warner was there. That's your two best players on your team.
All of them. So when I hear 49ers fans go on TV and they talk trash, what happened to the number one defense? See, here's the thing. Here's another thing that nobody ain't talking about. To all the so-called NFL, I'm talking about you idiots, you assholios is what I call them. Okay, so here's the thing. The 49ers have not played a defense until they face this defense. Okay, they haven't played a team with an offense like ours this year. So that's why you have to understand the 49ers is going to be the talk of the town when it comes to the NFC, regardless of anything, because the bigger market because it's the 49ers. The Eagles ain't gonna get the bigger market over the 49ers. So they see the 49ers all of a sudden, destroying offenses and putting up big numbers doing that. You Purdy doing what he doing. Okay, that's all fine and dandy till you bring your ass to Philly.
And go right to the ball.
They came to Philly. Yep. They came to Philly and they went right out like everybody else did.
Yep. Ran right out. The thing with the 49ers is they like to be more physical than you. They say that they're gonna make you feel like you played 60 minutes of football by the end of the time with them. And they never met a defense and a team that could match them blow for blow.
Yeah. Not only did they match them blow for blow, they was a lot better and more physical. They was more physical than the 49ers. And you got to keep in mind, here's the thing about the Eagles, what I love about my squad is that you can't bring bulletin board material to this team because they hear everything. You talk shit to them, it's on. The thing that I love about this Super Bowl is that shout out to Travis Kelce. That's my guy, man. I that's my boy. The thing what I love about him is that he said, I'm not going to trash talk. I see what these boys do. All right. And not only that, my brother's on this team, but what I learned about them is if you trash talk to them, it's your ass. And he said, I'm not going to trash talk them. And if I get a score, I'm not going to do none of my little antics that I do. I'm not doing none of that shit. And I'm looking at his podcast. I'm like, that's very, very interesting that he said that. Because that lets me know that man is paying attention. He's paying attention.
As he should, because at this day and age, you say something, it's immediately on their phone. I didn't even see the George Kittle comment, but I know the defense did.
Oh yeah.
But I know the defense did. And they remember and they said, oh, you had something to say about we good on paper? We know what that means. What that means.
I seen it. And I never forget it. When he said it, I said, ooh, boy, you
you good on paper.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. You think we're good on paper. I'm here to show you. I'm here to tell you.
Correct.
And you gonna wish this was a paper test. You gonna wish.
What's funny is they should have contacted the Minnesota Vikings for some details on what not to do to come to Philadelphia. All right. One, you don't go fuck with that Rocky statue. That's one. You don't fuck with that. The second thing is you don't trash talk in Philadelphia. And you bring Christian McCaffrey in here. The Eagles are known for stopping the run. You're not going to do that shit that you do to all them other teams. You're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. Before we get to the next topic, let me say this. I was there for the first, and I think I'm going to be there again for the second one.
For the parade?
I'm looking forward to it. No, I ain't going to the parade, but I'm going to just be happy my team won. I'm just talking about them having a Super Bowl, period. Another one.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I just thank God that I get to see the first one, and hopefully now I might get to see the second one. And the most important thing of it all, a black quarterback. A black quarterback is about to do it. And I love it.
Absolutely. And Black History Month. Isn't it perfect that we get to
Exactly.
see two people of color go out there and really be a testament to these stereotypes and these tropes and just tear down this whole idea that a Black man can't be smart, that a Black man can't critical think,
Right.
that a Black man can't lead, that a Black man has a lower mental cognitive functioning. All that's bullshit. All that's bullshit.
Yep. All that's going. It's all out the door. All out the door.
It's all gone. And the best part, I read an article, I think by Mike Freeman. That was a great article that pointed out not only does these two quarterbacks bust the narrative of a lower intelligent Black quarterback, they also have two present Black fathers in their life. Because the NFL loves to highlight an athlete that's missing a parent in their life, but they never want to showcase the fact that. Let me tell you this. 57% of Black fathers are present in their child's life compared to 30 and 40% of other ethnicities. We have the highest percentage of Black fathers being present in their children's lives. Yet the stereotype is that Black fathers don't take care of their kids.
That's crazy.
Studies have shown Black fathers take care of their kids more than any other ethnicity. Yet somehow we still exist in this stereotype that Black fathers don't take care of the kids.
Hey man, we living in America. It's just that simple.
You know what it is. But let's keep talking football. Because it is absolutely. I'm glad that you highlighted that, because that's definitely something to definitely to talk about. It's a great thing to see. Let's talk. I want to get into, we kind of mentioned it a little bit, who we think are the key starter contributions. Like, who do you feel like the players you think that without them being on this team, we don't make it to the Super Bowl?
Hassan Reddick.
Oh, yes. 100%. 100%. Speak on it.
That's it. Him. That's it. Like him. By himself. I'm not
by himself.
I'm by him.
I like Bradbury.
Wise. Yeah, but he ain't no fucking. I love him. But listen, let me tell you something, man. All jokes aside, I hate Howie Roseman. I still do. I'm going.
So really, you can't even change your mind about Howie Roseman? See, never, now look here, the Birds fans, 3 Birds fans. This is a guy that don't know how to change his mind. Howie Roseman has given you 2 Super Bowl appearances.
I don't
give Super Bowl appearances.
I flying hoot nanny grandma panties. I don't give a goddamn. All I know is that man is still a goddamn snake, and he gonna always be. And even though he doing good, he's still a motherfucking rodent. With nobody say. So on that note, I commend that little dude for going out there and signing dude. Okay. Speaking of Hassan Reddick, it bothers me that they're going to give that shit to Bosa over him.
Defensive player of the year, I agree. Bosa don't deserve it. Man.
No. Let me tell you something. Not only he don't deserve it, Hassan Reddick is in the fucking Super Bowl. About to do it again. Somebody speak on that. How about that? Like, listen, man. It go and not to change topics, but it goes back. This voting system they need to fix shit because it's wrong. Okay,
you know what,
just like it goes back. It goes. What you say?
I was gonna say what I feel. They don't like Philly. They don't like us. They don't want to celebrate us. They don't want to showcase our talents. You can see it with JoJo. You can see it with how they constantly snub Joel Embiid.
Yo, you just read my mind. That's why I was going with it. Like you continuously snub JoJo for some reason, man. You know what? And here's a story to that. This is gonna make you smile. That's why I changed my shit Ghost of Embiid. A lot of people don't know that because I said to myself, I'm tired of my boy. Y'all ghost the shit out of Embiid so fucking much that it bothers me. Because to me, he is my favorite NBA player in the world. And like y'all continuously ghosted. You know what? I'll honor this man. You won't honor him? I will. And that's where the name came from. That's where the gamer tag name came from. That's where the Twitter name came from. So it goes back to what you just said. What they say, no one likes us. No one likes us.
We don't care. No one likes us.
Really. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Listen, that is the narrative and the world. And I say the world. Everybody hates Philadelphia. Everybody. You got a team. You got a team who just got beat 31. Got put 31 points on them and try to blame it on us because they didn't have no motherfucking quarterbacks. That's not our goddamn problem. We went out there. What concern is that of ours?
Right.
We did our job.
You decided to go into the game with your third string QB. You knew what it was.
Right.
So now you need a competitive advantage because your coach didn't prepare properly.
Correct.
I got somebody to talk about this.
Hey. Positive.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
But no,
how you doing?
I'm good. To stay on the topic real quick. It is dumb ass sounds. You got that fucking Fresh Prince looking fuck Justin, name from the Giants, whatever his name is. What's the fucking dude name from the New York
Julian Love.
Yeah. Trying to say that Nick Sirianni, that anybody could coach the Eagles, that Nick Sirianni ain't doing much. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and he's a free agent too. Like I don't know. That's stupid. He could have been playing here.
He ain't never coming here, bro. You just lost out on that. They if you ain't saved, they probably would have picked your dumb ass up. But
yeah,
okay. At the end of the day,
Mr. Eyes Closed. He got mossed by Devontae. Remember his eyes were closed?
Right, exactly.
Dude is trash. Everybody that talk about trash, and it goes back to this. Hassan Reddick is the pure reason, the sole reason why the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. You can't do nothing to stop them. You can't put two people on him because if you put two people on him, you're gonna have the other ones do damage. There is no way to stop this defense.
For God's sake, just gonna cut you off. And for God's sake, do not put a tight end on Hassan Reddick.
No,
don't.
Not gonna work. Here's another thing.
Work.
If Kansas City is smart, and I ain't taking no shot at Andy Reid, but if Kansas City is smart, you will go back and look at what the Tampa Bay did to y'all win the Super Bowl against them. Their defense collapsed the shit out of that O-line. What the fuck you think the Eagles going to do to them? The Eagles defense is 1,000,000 times better than what Tampa was when they won the Super Bowl. The Eagles defense going, when I say they're going to eat, not only they going to eat, them boys are starving. I don't think let me tell you something. 2 days from now, guys, and Eagle fans all over the world that's in our view of this podcast, allow me to say this to you. And my co-host will tell you, I'm a negative man. I'm negative as fuck. And I don't give a goddamn. I'll probably be negative about you if I even seen you. Shit, John told me he met somebody yesterday. I said he sucks. I don't even know the all right.
Oh yeah, Lord. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the thing. You're about to bear witness to dominance. Not only is I believe they're going to win, they are going to flush Patrick Mahomes so much out of that pocket to where he's not going to do not fancy passes. There's not going to be no shit over the head, behind the back. You ain't going to have time for that. They are going to put so much pressure on this man I'm talking about absolute pressure that he might say, yo, I can't do this shit, yo, because his ankle's still fucked up. There's no running from Hassan Reddick. There's no running
Hopefully
from
so.
Sweat. There's no running. You can't do nothing. And you want to know who I really want to see get shut the fuck down, most importantly, before I let y'all talk? I want somebody to that fuck Jude Smith shooter the fuck up.
He's gonna shut himself up. He's gonna shut himself up. As soon as he posts a TikTok, he's gonna shut himself up.
He was talking shit about Philly.
He's dumb. He had zero facts to back it up either. He had zero facts.
Dude is trash. You understand me? He don't have nobody to throw that ball to against these damn corners, bro. And here's the funny part. Avante Maddox is back. It's too many weapons on this defense. This defense is going to
mention him as a key contributor to where we are. Avante Maddox. And listen, the other players or Gardner Johnson, both of them really.
And Blankenship too.
Blankenship too.
We wouldn't be where we are without them.
Let me tell you something. Blankenship is the unknown secret weapon.
Yeah,
that do his props.
He cleans up a lot.
That boy, he ball.
He cleans up a lot.
All I'm saying is, the Eagles are going to eat. And I know. Let me tell you this right now. Don't say well, Whip, you said this and they lost. No, I'm to you right now. It's not going to be no easy game. No. They're going to go touchdown.
Yeah,
very high. But there's going to be so much pressure put on Patrick Mahomes that he's going to have to take a couple of breathers, a lot, okay? Because that defense is going to swarm like killer bees on his ass. I'm finna tell you that right now.
It's going to be a heavy screen game. Heavy screen. We got to look out for them silly screens. Jarrett McKinnon has 9 reception touchdowns on the year. Screen. It's going to be a screen game. But they got to be disciplined on the edges.
I'm glad you said that, because you want to know who know Andy Reid better than Andy Reid?
The Philadelphia
Sirianni.
No, not Sirianni. The Philadelphia Eagles. They know his game. They know how he plays. Laurie.
They know how he thinks.
Howie Roseman. They know how he plays. He know how he thinks. I can almost guarantee you. And you want to know what? A lot of people don't realize. You ready for this, John? Mr. Positivity Man, you ready for this? I'm about to hit you with something that's going to be, you're going to be like, hey, Steph, he going to go, oh, shit, you right. You ready for this? You ready?
Of course.
You don't think they wasn't picking Brian Westbrook mind about this shit?
Ah.
You like that one? Right? You don't think Brian Westbrook ain't like? Let me tell you something right now. This is what Big Red gonna do. I'm finna tell you this.
They throw out a 13 personnel with 3 tight ends. They throw out a 13 personnel at the highest rate in the league. That's where they get all their yards is in 13 personnel with 3 tight ends. It's crazy.
You don't think that the coaching staff don't recognize this? Look, Sirianni was at the podium a day or two ago, and somebody asked him a dumbass question. He said, "Is this the most important game?" Sirianni looked at him. You could tell in his mind he wanted to say, "You stupid motherfucker! What the hell do you think?" That man is going. Listen, dude. Them dogs are gonna come out. You understand me? You about to see some shit you ain't never seen, bro.
Yeah.
So
now,
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm super looking. John, before we get on to our ad break, who do you feel like has been a key contributor to this Super Bowl run?
Miles Sanders.
Okay.
And we just say apologies to him because you do Whip, you do. You said he was trash. You said he was hot garbage. You said he was dog water. Come on, you gotta.
I'm not apologizing shit to that.
Oh, come on. If I can change, so can you, Whip.
You said he was dog water. I was like, oh.
Well over him any day.
Fair enough.
Any day.
He improved a lot this year, though. You can't say he didn't improve.
When's the last time we had a 1,000-yard rusher? When's the last time we had a 1,000-yard rusher with?
JD in 2015.
Miss me with that. I don't give a fuck about him.
You don't recognize the value in Booby. You don't recognize the value of Booby.
Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith.
I'm gonna tell you.
Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith put up one numbers.
Before you go to your ad, before we go to the ad real quick, and I know you got to do it, his value is so much valuable that the last game they allowed Gainwell to spaz the fuck out. So think about that going into.
Hurt, though,
I did. I actually did. I was like, ooh, they're gonna feature him next year, maybe.
About that going into free agency. Boom.
But he was hurt. That's why. Because I thought about that too. But he was hurt.
Right.
He said, right. All right, no, but I like your picks. I'm with you too, John. Devontae Smith and Booby, I agree. They're extremely key contributors. Be remiss without mentioning A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
Won that trade.
It's crazy. Circles. That Titans game summed it up. That alone made up for the entire trade. That was when we won it. And then what happened a few days later? GM they let go of John Robinson.
I don't agree with that. That was a revenge game. I wouldn't say that.
It wasn't a revenge game, but somebody's head had to roll for letting him leave. Somebody's head had to roll for letting him leave.
His head did roll. He got fired. You forgot about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. AJ Brown is a sleeper for the Super Bowl too. You don't think he's pissed?
Them boys gonna spaz out, bro. I can't wait.
I agree. They got a good game. I know that Andy is almost unstoppable with a couple weeks about to get something, but I believe in the relentlessness of this team. We are relentless, and you have a bunch of guys that are relentless. You know what's gonna happen. All right, y'all. Let's jump into this ad. Are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? I know I am. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, has all the Super Bowl action you need. New customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boost. Check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time and see what prop bet will be boosted. Of course, you know I'm going for the Eagles. I'm keeping my eye on Jalen Hurts. I'm keeping my eye on A.J. Brown. I love Pat Mahomes, so I'm keeping my eye on his injury as well. It's going to be an amazing game. Y'all know. Okay? Now, what you got to do, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code TPPN scrolling down on your screen, okay? New customers can bet just $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get 200 in bonus bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code TPPN. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Yo, that is a great deal. Hey. Tap in.
That's a great deal. Tap in.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
You know we gotta fuck with the sis real quick. I love that girl, man. It's amazing that this woman now loves Jalen Hurts.
Okay, love. I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate him.
John.
Wait. I had something. So I went back and I watched one of our episodes from the beginning of the year when we were talking about the season, and I mentioned that Jalen Hurts was going to take off, and I was right. So, I mean...
Pat yourself on the back for that one, John. You had
that's not me. That's the man upstairs. That's the man upstairs. It's crazy. It's a revelation. Like, only prayer could do that. Only prayer could do what Jalen's doing this year.
But wait, she let you have it on that episode, too. Like, you're crazy. You're out your mind.
I might have. Because even at the beginning of the season, I wasn't convinced. I'm genuinely, and I'm not afraid to say it. Unlike other people on this podcast, when presented with new information, I can change my mind. Whip.
Booby.
See, so
Howie Roseman.
hey, let me tell you something. So let me play devil's advocate real quick. You guys, like always, the positives. Y'all motherfuckers is not the OJ. Y'all not the Temptations. You motherfuckers are the positives. You know what I mean? I'm just calling you two motherfuckers the positives. Okay? So here's the thing. Okay? What the positives. Even if Booby was not here right now, Kenny Gainwell has done the same thing he has done right now. Yes. You want to know why y'all say
No.
You want to know why? John, you want to know why
I don't
you say
agree.
No, because Miles showed some power. No, he ran hard this year.
You
No,
want to
he
know
ran
why?
hard this year. He ran
Y'all
hard
wanna
this year.
why-
He wasn't bouncing it to the outside like he usually do. He was
Do
going
y'all
between the
why-
tackles. He was staying patient with the runs.
Do y'all want to know why y'all saying that right now? Don't look up in the air at positive.
Recency
Why?
bias.
I'll tell you why.
Recency bias.
Because he's a 1,000-yard rusher right now. That's why.
Oh, so now you about to say 1,000 yards don't mean nothing?
No,
Is that what you're trying to say?
I never said that because you and I both know. We both get. Guess what? Our team last year had the same O-line that they got right now. Ain't nothing. Okay, and they was run dominant last year. Did he get yards then?
He got close. He got close.
He got close.
And had he not had a
He
couple
missed
of
some
injuries,
games. He missed like 6 games, right?
Okay, but
he missed a couple of games.
The whole point of what I'm saying to you is the only reason you positives, I keep calling them the positives, you positives say that shit. The positives. The reason you positives say that
Me.
The 1,000-yard rusher. If he
what's up, brother?
Now y'all would not be saying that shit. Hold up.
Listen.
What's up, brother? Salute.
Right. That was your time. I'm gonna let you have your shout out.
Yes. Oh, happy New Year to you and your wife. Oh, the family.
Now, back to football. Listen, okay. Even if Booby had been 1,000-yard rushers, I'd still say that you are too hard on him. You are too hard on him because he's clearly improved his game. You are. He's clearly improved his game.
No, you want to know what it is? The difference from positive and reality. I am.
Miss with all that.
Because guess what? The same guy you guys are cherishing right now, who would have bet me right now he don't get signed back to the Eagles after this year? Who would have bet?
That's because the Eagles are not going to pay.
He'll give him a hometown discount. That is the word on the street.
Hometown discount.
He wants to come back. He'll make it work, even if it's a 1 year, 2 year type of deal.
No.
You have to be out so positive mind. You got to be out your, I say your positive ass mind. You got to be out your positive ass mind if you think they're going to give Booby the money when they got Kenny Gainwell.
No. Listen, they want to sign Booby back, but they're not going to sign him back to big running back money. The Eagles that's never been the Eagles. That'll never be the Eagles. So for them, they know that they can find value in a running back in any area of the draft. So that is the biggest barrier to Booby resigning. Not because of who he is as a player or his talent. It's because the Eagles don't pay running backs.
I'm never going to give him his flowers. I'm sorry. Just not.
Oh, come on, man. So now who's the one now who's sticking their head in the sand and not looking at facts?
But wait, but you acting like this ain't me. This is what I do.
This is true.
I've always been this way. I don't never shake chain.
An old dog can't change his spots, right? Old dog can't learn through tricks.
I don't never shake chain. Once I don't like you, I don't like you.
That's it.
That's it.
Done. Done.
Oh goodness.
All right, now let's get into, speaking of people that are not getting the accolades they deserve. Okay, who on our team do you feel has been snubbed by the NFL and the media and the fans that shouldn't have been?
Hargrave. Javon Hargrave.
Yeah, I was going to say Javon Hargrave too. Yeah, I agree. Javon Hargrave.
How so? Speak on it.
He's not even he wasn't even second team All Pro, right? First or second team All Pro, nor like he was an alternate for the Pro Bowl, right? What in the world is going on? What are people talking? The dude had double-digit sacks and all these. Yo, we need to. Him and Gardner Johnson need to be the two priorities in the offseason as far as coming back and staying here long term. Because I feel like if we win, Fletcher Cox retires. You already have Hargrave to go with Jordan Davis and Milton Williams. Maybe you bring Linville Joseph, one of them dudes back.
I think you have to put your eggs in the damn basket to get Garner and Bradbury back.
Oh, yeah, Bradbury too. You can get all these dudes though. That's the thing. You can get them back. Yeah, it's going to take some work. They can get them all back.
But I don't think you talking about Howie Roseman. Not going to happen.
Listen, I used to also feel like Howie was not the type to, but he loves to run it back. You know how he loves to run it back. So I will be very interested to see. I'm gonna point out an underrated snub, Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, Coach of the Year. What in the world?
Nick Sirianni. He's not no Coach of the Year.
He should be on the ballot. His team is in the Super Bowl.
No Coach of the Year.
Best team of the year, record-wise, the whole year.
That anybody could coach the Eagles.
No.
Okay. You have everybody. Nobody likes him anymore because they call him nodding at the camera when we put the beat down.
Smackdown, Super Saiyan Smackdown on the Giants.
Okay. Where's Nick's flowers? Literally, right? And then not only us too as a fan base, we wasn't really giving him his flowers. We was throwing flowers on him.
I did. I have faith.
I believed in Nick. You and me, John. We believed in Nick.
Let me comment on that. Now I like Coach. I don't have no problem with Coach. The reason why, let me ask you guys a question. Let's keep it real. All right. Do you guys think the fans really vote these guys? Do you that the old white?
No, I thought it was the reporters, the reporters,
sports writers,
right?
yeah,
sports writers.
So
sports writers.
Half of all those reporters, those writers, they hate the Eagles. Mm-hmm. They hate them.
Oh, Rams and Cowboys, and
that's why. Not only disrespectful, they hate Nick Sirianni so much they ain't even consider him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what
they put Brian Dable on it. They put Brian Dable.
Consider him.
Well, that's pure hate for you.
Okay. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. And you know what? We have a whole group of players on our team that are overlooked and underestimated. And that's why we are where we are. That's why we are where we are. Because on the surface, y'all might look at our team and say, that's light work. But you ain't gonna find nothing easy about these Eagles now.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Not Underdogs.
Just ask the Vikings. You hear Adam Thielen today say he didn't like the Eagles, but he yeah, because we laid the smackdown on the Vikings. Just like the Vikings learned the quick way. Justin Jefferson thought he was getting off. We locked him up.
Flip that ass. All right, now.
I tell you this before we go to the next topic. Next year they're the hunted.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Body that every team that the Eagles play will circle the fuck out their count.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get them, especially beat. I'm talking Cowboys. I'm talking the Titans. All the motherfuckers that the Eagles did work on. Oh, they coming.
The Steelers. The Steelers. The Steelers.
Let's go. Like at the end of the day, we fear no one. We fear no one. That's the attitude that Nick, Coach, breeds in our team, and that's the attitude the players have. We fear no one. Bring it on. Bring it on. We have this interesting question from one of our audience members, one of our viewers. I am not a NASCAR fan, so I can't speak to it.
I'm a lukewarm NASCAR fan.
No, I can speak on it a little bit. What do you say? So I got a question for all of you. Go ahead, read it to me.
He said, I got a question for all y'all. Any of y'all NASCAR fans, I have an idea that might sound crazy that would involve the NFL. All right, Hotel Nerd Network, let us know. We get into our last topic. What are your Super Bowl predictions? What are your scores? What are we MVPs? Defensive player of the game. Let me know what you foresee on Sunday.
34-31 Eagles.
Wow, tight game.
Yeah.
Tight game.
I
and who's your
34. Oh, that dude. That boy that wear that superhero number.
So good.
Number one.
Breeder one?
That's right. The only one.
The only one. Okay. Defensive player of the game?
Hassan.
I knew it. I just thought the
I got a good one.
Okay. How about you, John? What you got?
Eagles 35, Chiefs 21. 35-21.
You do know the
offense
Super Bowl, brother.
Yeah, offense. Yeah, double digits. Offense has over 175 yards rushing. Jalen total yards like 401.
Hey,
Avonte Maddox getting an interception.
I like that. I think we're definitely getting a couple of interceptions off Pat.
Shawnee, Afia, please, my hands. Let me just say something.
Oh, okay, what you gotta say? What you gotta add?
This is why this motherfucker right here is the king of the positives. You understand what I'm saying? It's guys like him right there that just rubs me wrong. Why can't you just say 34-31? Why you gotta say they're gonna have double and they're gonna run 200? Like, God damn it, man! It is come over to the negative side sometimes. God damn it! It is negativity over here.
You think it'll be like 31-30? It probably will be, right? It probably will be.
Let's have it, please.
John, who you have as a MVP?
My MVP is gonna be Jalen. Offense. Okay. Jalen's gonna be an MVP. Defensive MVP. It's gonna end up being Bradbury Slay.
Okay.
One of those guys are gonna get one of them. Yeah, one of those guys will make like a couple pass breakups at the key moment, or it's gonna be like because the Chiefs run a lot of short routes that they break for yards after the catch. I can see them stopping them short. I can see them causing them fumble, getting an interception, turning the tide. They have a really bad run zone defense, but a really good red zone offense. So we'll have our way on offense in the red zone, but on defense, we kind of struggle of late, just red zone efficiency on defense. But we got 7 guys rotating on the D line. That's something that no other team can say without a drop off. Like the Eagles tried it last year, and you noticed a drop off like when they switched line. This is a different team. They got Dominican Sue and Linville Joseph coming in.
Some of our rotational guys are starters on other teams, so we definitely have a deep line. I have it going 2 ways. Okay, we're either gonna have a shootout, or the Eagles are gonna play keep away. Because the number one thing is to keep Mahomes on the sidelines. So if I'm Sirianni, I want to be on the field first. I want my offense to score first, and I want the Chiefs to be playing catch up the entire game. That way,
it's like last Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Just run
it's
the
like
ball.
Last Super Bowl.
We are the best team in the NFL at running the ball. So if we get an early lead, the game is done. Okay. honestly think it's gonna be, like I said, we're either gonna get a shootout, and if it's a shootout, I'm thinking 45, 43. Yeah, it's gonna get in the 40s. If it's a shootout, it's gonna get in the 40s.
80. Damn, 90 points. Woo.
Yeah.
90
I think
points.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
Yo.
Damn,
Hey,
90
John,
points.
what you do to my sister?
Damn, 90 points. That's crazy. That is dope, though. 90 points. I'm like, ooh, I got the itch. I'm itching.
Right? That's if it's a
90
shootout.
points.
Now, if we can play keep away, I'm thinking 24-15.
I still want to ask the question, John, what you do to her, bro? I want to know. I mean, I know. Look, I've been going for quite some time, people. I never thought I would come back to one a Jalen Hurts.
It's not what I did. It's not what I did. It's what the Eagles did. It's what the Eagles did. It's what the Eagles did. It's what they did. Miles Sanders, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert.
They made a believer out of me. My MVP.
They showed it. They showed it. They showed out. They showed out.
What's your MVP?
My MVP of the game is a sneaky one, Jason Kelce. I know O-linemen.
Annexation of Puerto Rico. Annexation of Puerto Rico trick play. You know they got a trick play. They're gonna have to have that signature play. Annexation of Puerto Rico.
I just feel like our run game is gonna take over in such a way that you can't help but notice how Jason Kelce plays. Now I know they never put the O lineman in there. I know they never do. So I know it's gonna be Jalen, but I just wanted to say something different than what y'all said. Okay, y'all had Jalen. I just wanted to be different.
If they do a trick play,
would it be fly before? You want to know what'll be fly before we end this show? I'm gonna predict this. Mailata's gonna run in for a touchdown.
Oh, I'd love to see it. See, look, Hotel Nerd Network has the exact same thing it's going to be a high score. If it's a shootout, it's a high scoring game.
You, sir, what's his name again?
Hotel Nerd Network.
Hotel Nerd Network. All right. Hotel Nerd Network. First and foremost, thank you for coming on. But you, sir, are now a part of the podcast. Okay? I want to know that. My name is Whip. All right? I want you to know you either must be drunk, you drinking something that somebody should be giving you for you to sit here on a live podcast and say it's going to be 50-something points put up. I don't know some of it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great shootout. And before we go, I just want to put out his idea, which I think it might be a good one. I'm not a NASCAR fan, so it don't matter to me. But he thinks that if the Daytona 500 is ran as an early afternoon race, and then the Super Bowl is the same day, 6:30 Eastern, both on Fox, that would probably boost people watching NASCAR. And I gotta admit, that's probably a good idea.
I like that.
Yeah, no. Oh, that is actually brilliant because they will. I used to got it actually that he owned NASCAR. He was like a part of it. He worked NASCAR and I knew him. So that's why I can relate to the NASCAR because it was times when I had my sports company, we used to have NASCAR writers. And we used to have to try to get these dudes some press passes and stuff. So I can relate to that. But yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Sports junkie.
You ran that.
Yeah,
correct.
We appreciate you. Now, all right, that is our show. Okay. It was a great one. Glad to finally have all the three birds back in action. Okay, we appreciate the fans. We appreciate y'all sticking with us.
We're gonna turn up. We got to turn up. We got to turn up.
I'm excited. All right, now.
You're not going to the parade? You're not going to the parade?
I can't. I want to.
No.
I can't.
No.
Can't. No.
I already
You're
went
gonna
the
have to
first
do
one,
it
John.
up for us, John. You gonna have to represent for the three birds at the parade.
Signal down there sucks. We're gonna cut in and out. I'm gonna do.
Take lots of pictures, lots of
Probably
videos.
Friday. Probably next Friday.
I think it's Thursday. I don't think it'll be next Thursday.
Thursday? It was Friday. The last one.
No, I think it was.
I'm not.
Yeah,
going.
maybe Friday or Thursday, but I think it's
Friday.
Thursday. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Going.
Please make sure you're not. All right, Negative Nick. We got you.
There you go.
Great.
Go get the Super Bowl. Let's go get the Super Bowl. Let's go get the Super Bowl.
There you go. That's what.
Subscribe. Guys, I'm trying to get out of here. We gotta go. We gotta pay some bills. Come on. Please make sure to subscribe and download to the podcast, streaming on Apple, Spotify, Megaphone, or wherever you get your podcast. Follow us on Twitter and on YouTube at 3 Birds and a Punt, Instagram at 3 Birds and a Punt. You can follow me personally at According to Afia. You can follow my guy Whip at Ghost of Embiid on Twitter. And John, let them know where they can follow you at.
Go.
John Monroe Jr. Twitter.
John Monroe Jr. on
Get
Twitter.
it. Let's go.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. We love you. We support you. We appreciate all the support. And one last time, go Birds.
Let's go Birds.
Go Birds.
Let's go.
Go Birds.
Fly.